I have many lightsabers. Ezra's lightsaber, Huyang training lightsabers from Ahsoka, Mara Jade, Skywalker's lightsaber, Katarn, Kit Fisto, a new Darth Maul limited edition mysterious Tron lightsaber. Now we also have a Bluetooth connectivity rating. Hello there. Kevin here at the saberfactory.com, and today in this monthly digest of the month of May 2024, we have a lot to talk about. If you can see what I have here on my table, I have many lightsabers. These are new lightsabers that we're going to talk about today. I have Ezra's lightsaber V2. I have this new Katarn from Dark Forces Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and well, this design is from Jedi Academy. And I have Huyang training lightsabers from Ahsoka, Mara Jade Skywalker's lightsaber, Kit Fisto, Darth Maul special edition. This one is not the special edition weathered, but we do have a new weathered version of this saber, and I have a very exclusive brand new lightsaber that is not yet on the website, unlike the other here. It is a Tron Legacy inspired lightsaber, and I will have lots to talk about it at the end of the video, so stay tuned to the end, and we will start with the news and try to get that out of the way. Very briefly, you still have, or may have, a couple of days left on our anniversary sale. It is, the month of May is our anniversary at the saberfactory.com, and you still have 10% off lightsabers. So type in the saberfactory.com, go there, enjoy the 10% discount whilst it's still here. Another news you may have seen on the YouTube channel, I have uploaded two videos. One regarding the new Xeno 3 update for the function customizer, and one for, again, the Xeno 3 update regarding the font customizer. Those two new absolute banger of new functions are amazing. I invite you to go check them out, check the videos. I go into details on how it works and what it does, and there we go. Another topic that I want to take a couple minutes with also is that recently you might have seen that we have a new rating criteria on all of our lightsabers. In the description of all lightsabers, you can see rating for refinement and style, for maintenance, for weight, etc. This helps you understand that the hilt may be more practical for dueling, or maybe better, suited for like cosplay because it's more refined and it tries to be maybe more screen accurate, etc. Now we also have a Bluetooth connectivity rating. What it allows you to understand is how strong is the Bluetooth connectivity with Xeno 3 boards only, because some lightsabers may have a good connectivity, meaning when you turn your phone on and your saber, and then if you leave the phone on the table and go around in the room, it will stay connected to the saber. But a lot of lightsabers, mostly custom designs and character lightsabers, the main criteria for making them is screen accuracy or design refinement, meaning you don't necessarily want to see holes, all over your lightsaber, your Anakin lightsaber, if I have one here. You don't want to see holes where the board is so that the Bluetooth can work best. Okay, you don't want your saber to not be screen accurate and thinner because it's best for Bluetooth. You want your saber to look like Anakin's saber. And some sabers, there is just an intention, in making the saber so that it looks a certain way. But this might go against a good Bluetooth connectivity, because the more parts there are, the thicker the aluminum is, and the worse the connectivity is going to be. I do receive a lot of messages of people saying, my Bluetooth doesn't work well, it disconnects a lot, so I suppose there's a problem with the board. There is not. See the rating, and it goes from 1 to 5 out of 5. It allows you to understand that 1 out of 5 means to connect via Bluetooth, you will need to remove the pommel, because it usually is the thicker part, the where there is the more material separating your board from your phone. And so basically 1 out of 5 means slide the core out or simply remove the pommel. 3 out of 5 means you might have to remove the pommel or stay very close with your phone. And 5 out of 5 means it's okay, you can just have the phone in one hand, the saber in the other, it will just work even if you go 2 meters away or whatever. The most important thing here is, in any case, you have to understand that Xeno 3 is a saber. Everything you can do with it, you can operate with your function button, okay? Then if you want to go in depth and customize things like a sound font, like color, etc., you can do it in batches using the SD card inside. But the app was made to be an easier companion so that you don't have to fiddle with config files and putting on your computer, etc., etc. So you can do it via the app. But the app is just a setting app. So take your saber if you need to, because it's got low connectivity, you know, take the pommel out, you'll have better connectivity. Start the app, do what you have to do, select the functions and the effects that you want and don't want, select the font, change the color, do everything. When you're done, close the app, it will disconnect from the saber and save you battery. And now turn your saber on and go have fun. It is what it is meant to do. So now that, you know, I hope you understand the difference between, it's not meant to be a constant companion always connected to your saber. That's not the purpose of it. And as I said, you do not want compromises to the design of a lightsaber hilt for this. It doesn't only have Xeno 3. Those sabers can also have Profi boards. Golden Harvest, we're going to talk about it today. This is a Golden Harvest saber. It can have other type of boards that do not have Bluetooth, so it is not the priority. Now, quick troubleshooting. If you cannot connect to your board even if the core is out and next to your phone, check 2 things. 1, go in your Bluetooth settings on your phone and forget the device. That will erase the config file and you can start from scratch, connect to the app, connect to the saber, pair the 2 together and it should work again. If you are on Android, you might have to also activate location or localization, I think it is. It is a different parameter. On iOS, you don't have it. On Android, you need to have Bluetooth and localization active so that the 2 can work together with the saber, or else it will never be able to find it and connect to it. So there you have it. This was my quick troubleshooting and explaining of Bluetooth connectivity, because we're having so many new lightsaber coming from Nexus. They're designing so many new sabers and most of them are character lightsabers. And the priority is design, screen accuracy. It is not to poke holes to make the Bluetooth come stronger out of the aluminum enclosure. So, but it still works perfectly. Now you have slide out cores, meaning you just need to like open the pommel, you know, of your saber. It's just a simple piece and you have your slide out core, and it's a very quick access and takes 10 seconds and you can have your app connected. Now let's move on to the next topic because we have a lot to talk about. I want to quickly talk about this Broken Lord. The Broken Lord is one of our custom designs on the website. There has been a very small update to the design that you guys have requested. You love the nod to Darth Vader, but it used to have also half of it being this flat aluminum piece. Now it is gone, and the full grip is exactly like, you know, Anakin's or Darth Vader grip. It is exactly like this all around. So it is a small update you can find already at thesaberfactory.com. Changes been made like past month already. So there you have it, quick design update. So that's about it for updated designs and news. And now let's dive into the most important, the new lightsabers. We've added a lot of lightsabers during the past 2 months, because I actually didn't have a monthly digest in April. So I have to go through all of this now with you. Sorry, it's going to take a little bit of time. So, where to start? I want to start with Kyle Katarn. So, I don't know if it transpires on video, but this is... Damn, it's heavy. So, you know, talking about Bluetooth connectivity, look at the size of this piece here. Look at this. And I don't know if you can see how thick this bit here is, like the thickness of all of this. It is massive. No wonder that Bluetooth may have some trouble getting through there to your phone. So yeah, it is a massive piece. It is, of course, it is meant to be the most screen accurate as it can be to Katarn's lightsaber in Jedi Academy. So if you remember the video game, it is a part of the Dark Forces and Jedi Knight series. And yeah, this is the lightsaber that Katarn makes for himself and has with him when he's at the Jedi Praxim with Luke Skywalker. So yeah, this is a massive piece. Yeah, you will, if you look at the details. So of course you do have two buttons visually, but the one that functions is this one. We do have it in baselit and NeoPixel. So here is this is a 1-inch lightsaber. So of course Katarn, it's not red. So there you have it. It's your usual Xeno 3. You can also have a Profi board on this one, and it is very heavy. It's very heavy. It's a very long hilt. If you can see, you know, like it is a very long hilt, but also like the way the fact that it is a thin neck, you know, but like it's not the thinnest of them all, but it's still a thin neck. You can put your hands here, and if you don't have too much of a big hand, you wouldn't touch the button here, and you can have another hand here. I think it's a good grip, or you would have to use all of the space that you have here below the buttons. So I don't know. Yeah, it is screen accurate. It is the design of the saber. Again, lightsabers are not necessarily designed to look to be practical, but to look cool. So yeah, you do have the buttons pretty much exactly where I would put my hands with this lightsaber. But yeah, there you have it. Again, I don't have to demo. I won't demo all lightsabers because the functions are always the same, and you can find a lot of videos on my channel that show you what a NeoPixel does, how it works, that it's got smooth swing and all, you know. And I don't want to make a mess of things here. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I do love the Jedi Knight series. So yeah, if you do love Dark Forces, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, if you do love the Katarn character, and mostly Jedi Academy when he makes this lightsaber as a, well, master at the Jedi Praxim, there you have it. It's for sale at thesaberfactory.com. It's been available now for a month and already has found good homes. A lot of people love this character. I, for one, absolutely love it. It's memories from my childhood. I absolutely love those games. So there you have it, Katarn. I will again show you a little bit more, of course, for your D-ring to put on your belt. It is a very heavy hilt. You'll find the weight and all details on the website, thesaberfactory.com. I'll put links in the description so you can find all details. It is a big baby. The depth for the blade is okay. I wouldn't say it is the deepest, but it is a thin neck. Remember, thin necks don't have lots of emitter depth due to that format, but this one is great, so it means the blade would still be held quite strongly. So yeah, good saber, but a heavy piece if you want to duel with it. Another character that we've just added to the website is Fisto. Kit Fisto's lightsaber. It is so again a new character lightsaber for which we didn't have an available hilt. This one, again, just like Kyle Katarn, it didn't show, but Kyle Katarn has a slide-out core, and here again, same thing. So you do also have a slide-out core with your kill switch. Yeah, I do get quite a lot of messages since Nexus has introduced the kill switch, because lots of people think you have to turn it off when you don't use it, and they try to charge the saber and then it doesn't charge because you need to turn it on, turn your kill switch on. This cuts the power to and from the board. So yeah, kill switch, now it's on. This is your new slide out core that most character sabers will now have. It is a noisy piece. Chrome plated, and you do have those little crystal beads here. Let me show you. This is the lowest one. These will take the color that you choose and will also mimic all blade effects. So blaster deflect, you can see, and if I choose another color,
the third hunter.
There you go. So, yeah, great lightsaber, quite deep. I can put my entire index finger inside of it, so it means that any blade that you put in there will be very firmly held. So it could honestly be a dueling hilt. I'm going to show it to you in more details on the second camera here. It's got a Kovatek wheel, and it is a bit heavy, but it's if you really love this character, if you really love this design, you won't mind, and you will use it for dueling, because it actually is. It's okay. It's a bit thick also. It's not a thin hilt. It is thick. It is a bit heavy, but it's okay overall. I would say it's an average. It's just that it's quite nice in hand. You don't have too many things that come in the way, and nothing that could really hurt your hands, like a control box or things like that, you know, that are never really too nice to have at hand. So yeah, Kit Fisto, there you have it. Also, something new, they used to do everything with aluminium, and now we do see, and we will also see it with Maul's lightsaber here, we do have those rubber bands, those rubber gaskets here and there. So of course you'll have to pay a little attention to it, because contrary to aluminum, this can get damaged, this can crack, get teared apart over time. So yeah, but the thing is that you can also very easily find rubber gaskets and replace those, and it feels it's nice because it's grippy here and there actually, so it's quite nice. So I love that they're now using some more material, not just aluminium. Everybody will have something to think about it, so yeah, don't hesitate and say in the comments if you like those added elements on the hilts. So this is Kit Fisto. Another new character hilt. This is one of the two designs. It is Huyang's training lightsabers, the holographic lightsabers that the droid Huyang uses in the Ahsoka show. So in Ahsoka is training Sabine with two holographic lightsabers, and this is one of the two designs, and you will find also the second design on the website. And again, I love how, you know, intricate the design can be. It's made of multiple parts. You know, little things here and there to be more screen accurate. It also means it's heavy, because just this guard piece here, it is quite big, quite thick. I love this handle here. It's part of the design, but yeah, it looks cool. It is a 1-inch blade. Here you have it in baselit, and it just looks the part. So another great design, and you see, like what I was talking about earlier, like this piece here is an added full block of aluminum right there, so it allows for the sound to come out through those vents beneath, but this pommel piece is so big that the Bluetooth cannot come through from the core here. So again, slide out core. As you know, any new lightsaber now will come with a slide out core. So there you have it. That's Huyang's training lightsaber, at least one of the designs that is available at thesaberfactory.com. And yeah, I love it. It doesn't take scuff too much, so that's okay. It's not that fragile, though. It takes chips of like paint and everything you rub it against, so you might have to like use a cotton soft cloth quite often to clean it, because it tends to get a little bit dirty very easily. But outside of that, it doesn't scuff that much. I've disassembled it multiple times already. It feels pretty strong. So there you have it. A lightsaber that was expected on the saberfactory.com for quite some time. I'm sorry it took me a little bit of time to put it there. Is Ezra second lightsaber, the V2, and I did also add the V3, and I'm sorry I didn't have it there to show it to you today on the video, but it's coming, and I will also show an in-depth on Ezra's lightsaber, and it is worth looking, at least for this V2 here. Hear me out. This one I love because it again shows that Nexus can raise the game a little bit here. Hear me out. Two things that I really love with this saber. The two-way switch. So now it presses like a button, or you can switch it. It feels very expensive, feels very sturdy, serious and strong. I love it. If you can listen to it. Honestly, it feels good. It feels like opening a Mercedes S-Class door.
Deutsche Qualität.
German engineering here, guys. No, but it feels serious. I love it. Also, it comes with this screen accurate emitter, meaning that we don't have blades that thin, so you won't be able to use a blade, but it looks just like in Rebels. So this is great, and you can very easily switch it because it comes on top of your thin neck emitter here, so it's just a separate part, and you do have the normal emitter piece here that you can use with, of course, a 7/8 inch blade to try and get the most screen accuracy as possible. So there you have it. No, I'm going to need a nil pixel here, and there you have it. So again, I'm not going to demo the Xeno 3 capabilities, but what I love the switch. Right now, this button is like a backup. The two ways they work the same. Technically, with another board, you could have this set as two different buttons. So, you know, just saying for those who like to mod lightsabers. What I love with this hilt again is I love the paint job on there, and the rest of the hilt, of course, the D-ring here. Sound is great. You've got a slightly vented pommel here. You have, so the pommel is you have the pommel here that you can take out, and of course you will find inside a slide out core, again, the new standard, but also you can just remove the pommel cap. And you might have a million reasons for why you would want to do that and just have the pommel cap removed. One of my reasons, for instance, is that I do have... I shouldn't say that because people are going to request it, but I do have a prototype for a lightsaber lamp kit where I can change the core inside and have a USB cable run out of there and to plug it and make it a lamp. Again, I shouldn't talk about this because I'm not ready to put it out. I did have a prototype, but for the former full-size cores and now the slide-out cores, I do not have a prototype for that yet, so I'm not ready to make it. But anyway, I knew I was gonna get lost in my ideas and digress. So again, for whatever reason you might like this idea, etc. But it is actually very light. It is light. It is absolutely super light. Not super light. It's not like on par with a dual-link lightsaber. I can actually tell you the weight. Again, links in the description to the saberfactory.com, and you do have weight, length, and everything. So it is not that heavy. The lightest sabers we have are 280 grams, something like this, 250 grams for the lightest, I believe, dual-link sabers. Character sabers usually go from 380 for the lightest to 700 or 800 grams. So 450 is actually quite good. And yeah, the button doesn't get too much in the way. There is the small control box design here that of course is going to be not so comfortable, but overall it's a nice design. The depth of the emitter is of course going to be, you know, the limit here. When you put a blade in there, of course it is going to, you know, have, I would say, very little grip inside. So it's still sturdy, you know, like where do you want it to go? It can't go anywhere, but still, to do some serious dueling, I never really recommend thin necks because of the emitter depth. But as far as replica goes, this is a great one. New painting processes, and again, great details. Great construction and not so heavy. It's easy to make a good looking saber by making it heavy because you don't think too much on try to improve the weight. But this one is not so heavy. Moving on to a character, and I'm very happy to say that now we do have a lightsaber available for her. Mara Jade Skywalker, for those who went a little further reading her story in Timothy Zahn's book. Sorry, not easy to say. So it was a comic book character and a novel character from well, now Legends, and it's a much loved character of Star Wars Legends and a very iconic purple lightsaber before Mace Windu's. So yeah, George Lucas and Sam Jackson didn't invent the purple lightsaber. Mara Jade actually didn't, I believe, but anyway, she made the purple lightsaber a thing before Mace Windu did, so remember that. Again, beautiful lightsabers, just like Kit Fisto. You do have those little crystals here, and one of them acts as a button. When you turn it on, you can see light through, and let me show you. NeoPixel 1 inch here in this case. We also have a baselit version. You can have a profi version. It is a bit on the heavy side. This one, again, character design always a bit heavier, but it's chunky. You can see that this is the hilt width, this is the grip. The grip is so much bigger, so much thicker, a little bit like Darth Vader. But yeah, this part here can be a little it can hurt a bit. So I would try to have my hands a little lower on the grip here, or go like this. Those are just decorative elements, they're not buttons. And one interesting thing, here this is for screen accuracy, but you do actually have a brass Covatech wheel in your package, so that you can replace this with an actual Covatech wheel that you can use on our Covatech belt clips. So yeah, again, an accessory that comes with this saber, screen accuracy, or something more practical. Like I said, you do see through here lights shining through. Because this is blue and red, it will react with the color, but it will also kind of like change the color of whatever it is that you that shines through, of course. But yeah, works the same way as I've shown on Kit Fisto. More details on this hilt here. Just like with our friend Ezra, you do have a pommel cap that you can remove for whatever reasons. It can also help your Bluetooth connectivity. It can be to have more sound, because here the difference, this is without the pommel cap. This is with the pommel cap. So it reduces sound a little bit. So whatever you prefer, you can have it like this. Slide out core, simply remove the grip section. So very easy to access. There you go. Very easy to maintain. Great looking, chrome plated. Yeah. And another great lightsaber, and one that honestly has been should have been there for quite a long time. Yeah, with everything that Disney produces, the priority has been a lot on trying to get those hilts inspired from the new shows, etc. And sometimes people tend to forget about those amazing characters that we grew up with. But yeah, not forgotten. Mara Jade, Skywalker's lightsaber. It is available for sale at saberfactory.com. Okay, I think we're in good times. I have one last character lightsaber for you before this very mysterious Tron lightsaber. It is about Darth Maul. So we have a new Darth Maul limited edition. So this is just one hilt, but imagine that you would have the coupler here and the same hilt again on the other side, okay? And the two hilts are bundled together, of course, as a double-bladed saber for the price that you see on the website. Amazing price. This is our entry price Darth Maul's lightsaber, as it was recently updated to have this brushed aluminum look. This saber is not as screen accurate as this one, okay? You can see the format, the thickness, this one is thinner. The button design, of course, here you could see the core button in handheld charging port as it comes from the standard Xeno 3 Profi cores that we do have on those sabers. So this was a compromise in design, but it always also came at a very, very low price. You could have a double-bladed character saber for the price of a single character saber. So this was, Darth Maul has always been great for that, but there was some compromise. Now, with this version, much less compromise, because this one, it's more screen accurate, and by far. One of those knobs here, this one, hides
Power on.
your function button. It is, in this case, 7/8 inch. This is a baselit version. And of course, here you do have again, the color of your blade shining through here. The hilt, this comes from Clone Wars Season 7 Maul's lightsaber. In Clone Wars Season 7, Maul has this lightsaber with a coupler and another lightsaber that has a completely different design, okay? And this was made to be extremely screen accurate to Maul Episode 1 lightsaber, at least this part. And now, with the same coupler as you find on Maul's lightsaber from Clone Wars Season 7, you now have, again, this hilt on the other side, making it the full double-bladed saber as we know it from Episode 1, with the exception of the coupler that comes from Clone Wars Season 7. And this makes it the most screen accurate that we do have now for Maul lightsaber, and it is weathered. Here, it is the unweathered version. So, it actually is quite light, because overall it is less than a kilo with the two hilts together. So again, I think it compares very much with Ezra's lightsaber in terms of weight. And you can see the difference. The difference with the older Episode 1 model is massive. The difference in proportions, the difference in color of the aluminum, the brushed finish, the fact that it uses those rubber gaskets, as I talked about earlier, that gives it this more accurate look and feel. Yeah, it is beautiful. But you do know that hilt already, because it is the one from the Clone Wars Season 7 Saber. It's just that now, with the same coupler, you do have two of those hilts, making it the closest to a Maul Episode 1 Saber, with a weathered look. So go find it, thesaberfactory.com. It is an amazing update. It is a special edition Maul Saber. Yeah, now I would really love to see the same thing, but with a screen accurate coupler for Episode 1, and you would just have to purchase the coupler and you would have an absolute banger of an Episode 1 lightsaber at hand. Again, maybe something for the future. Fun fact, this thread here is VHC. Again, go check my video on the YouTube channel. This means that technically, even though I do not recommend it, technically you could put a coupler, male to male, and then a quick release coupler, and another coupler, and the second hilt, and you would technically have a quick release coupler for most lightsaber, but it would be quite jiggly, and I don't know if it could withstand big blows. So yeah, I'm not too sure it would be a great idea, but I'm just saying technically it's possible. I mean, yeah, you could put any VHC accessory that you want here that's male, because this female thread is VHC compatible. Just throwing it out there for anyone interested. Moving on to my next lightsaber. Okay, this one, I do have a lot to say. I'm trying to still make it short. If you're not interested in Tron Legacy, pop culture in general, and future unique exclusive lightsaber that I could design and bring to the Saber Factory that you would not find anywhere, well then, thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. But for anybody else, no, this is great. This is inspired from Tron Legacy's baton. If you don't know what it is the baton that they use, the programs use, that can turn into the light cycle, the light sword, etc. It turns into many things, and in this case here, it can turn into a lightsaber. And this was made by Repulse Collectibles, if you do know them. And Repulse Collectibles has now provided Nexus with distribution rights that in turn has allowed us to be one of the very few that can sell this hilt. It used to retail at Repulse Collectibles, if I'm not mistaken, at $599, and you will find it in a few days on the saberfactory.com for $399. But wait, it is not a Xeno 3, and it's not Profi. For the first time in any of our lightsabers, we are carrying a GH V3 board, Golden Harvest. Anyone already knowing what Golden Harvest is and does, again, you can skip to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching this, and see you in the next one. But if you do not know what Golden Harvest is, you might be interested to listen. I'm not gonna go in depth. You have a hell of a lot of content on YouTube to find out about Golden Harvest or Saber Tech's user manual on their website, because they make the board. But and I don't have time in this video to go in depth on Golden Harvest, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of what it does and why is it a great board. But it is also a great hilt. What I love about it is that, so this is going to be a limited run. It is going to go into something that I'm going to want to continue. It is my favorite pop culture inspired hilts. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have noticed that I sent a survey, and many of you responded and voted for what could be the next pop culture inspired lightsaber hilt. Spoiler alert, you actually voted massively for Lord of the Rings, so I'm not saying, I don't know, but I am, so this is not my design, by the way, but I am designing hilts, and I would very much love to bring new pop culture inspired sabers. This one will also be a test run, and it is a limited run, so for everybody thinking that they could never get their hands on it because it was too expensive before, because Repulse Collectibles stopped selling it, well, now you can again. It is the maybe only opportunity that you will ever have. So let's have a look. I'm going to take it out of deep sleep. So now it is waking up from deep sleep, and there is so much that I could say about Golden Harvest and this saber. What is, I think,
Sound menu.
the most important is this. It is called the on-the-fly saber editor, meaning you do not need to take your SD card on your computer to necessarily customize your saber's parameters. You can do so much with the on-the-fly saber editor on Golden Harvest, and I think it is the best feature of the board.
The Phantom, the Shadows, Dark Harvest,
The classic villain.
Knighthood, Kylo Ren, the Dark Sword.
So yeah, I don't attach blades for the purpose of the videos because I'm testing the blade on this saber and this saber and this saber. So yeah, but you get the idea. It's not a bug, it's just me. I'm not attaching my blade. So what I love, another example here, I'm going to point it down and I'm going
Saber editor.
Saber editor. Now I do have access to a lot.
Mode. Color profile. Pixel number.
Pixel number,
Ignition type.
ignition type,
Retraction type.
retraction type, so I can enter the menu,
Blade style.
choose blade style,
Choose retraction type.
choose retraction type, etc, etc. So there is so much that I can do. And when I twist the saber, I go through the different retraction types, and then I can confirm,
Back in Saber editor.
And go
Select
back,
mode.
etc,
Ignition speed.
etc, etc.
Retraction by save and leave
And
Saber editor.
I can save and leave when I'm done, so I can browse through all menus. I can so depending if you're pointing up, if you're flat, if you're pointing down, if you're twisting, like you have so many controls, and you have two buttons. So those two function buttons, they allow you so much. So of course, what it means is Golden Harvest is richer than Xeno 3, but it is not on par with Profi. But at the same time, it is less practical than Xeno 3 because it doesn't have Bluetooth and an app. So, I mean, it's not turnkey for everyone. It requires to read through a big user manual with knowing lots of controls, etc., etc. So, but it's very fun, and honestly, when you get the hang of it, it actually is. You remember the function, the menus, and everything, and you know you just have to twist, etc., etc. Press long press, etc., etc. So this actually is it's a great board between Xeno 3 and Profi. What it offers functions that Xeno 3 doesn't have. Well, you lose it in ease of access through the mobile app that Xeno 3 has. And if you want to go further, when you always have Profi. Profi is very complex to understand and manage, but it is super rewarding because it is just the best thing a lightsaber can ever be. So, yeah, it sits in the middle. It will only be a Golden Harvest board. This comes with the base board, meaning for those who don't know, GHV3 can have the seedling module, which is an additional piece of board that has a USB port on which you can plug your saber directly to access through your computer and not use the SD card. It also has a charging regulator module that allows you to plug it in any outlet, doesn't matter the power, it will regulate and control the power that goes into your battery and through your board, something that the base card is not able to do, something that Xeno 3 Profi, no other board is able to do, but it is an add-on module that I cannot say if it would fit this core. You would have to rework the integration if you wanted to add it, but I suppose you can always do. So yeah, a great looking hilt. It's actually a simple design, but it is, if you're a Tron lover, Tron Legacy lover, you will love this hilt. It will be available in a few days, and it also will mark the introduction of the pop culture range of sabers. We used to have, we still do actually, the Sailor Moon scepter inspired lightsaber hilt, and there may be another anime item coming soon, so I don't want to say too much for now. Also, you voted for, I gave you a few ideas of designs that I'm working on my own and that I would like to bring to life. This will be a limited run. The designs that I make would be limited runs also, so I will let you know more as soon as I know more. I actually have to go see my friends at Nexus in China in a few weeks to discuss this and talk about production. I absolutely want to bring my designs to life. It is the next step, and it will only be possible because of you guys. You've made this honestly, it's another dream job for me. After having my geek store in Bordeaux for quite a few years, keeping on doing things that you love as a job is amazing, and I can't wait to show you my designs and to bring them to life. So this is not my design, but it is a very loved design from Repulse Collectibles, and we do have a limited run. I would love that if you think of getting this saber at a great price, much better price than it used to be, get it through us. It would mean the world. It would also mean that there is some sort of sense and possibilities for us to carry a pop culture lightsaber inspired category. I would love to do more. If you have ideas, throw them in the comment section, and follow me on Instagram, where I do post my surveys and I do ask people questions on what they would like to see and what do they think about this and that. It is the next step for the saberfactory.com, so I'm really glad to carry this hilt, and I can't wait to have my own designs soon. Anyway, all the sabers turning off by themselves, timing out, mean that I have been there for way too long talking about all of this. So thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry if it was so long, but yeah, if you watched it all, thank you so much thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you love this video. It helps me get more views and continue to make those 1 hour long videos. And I'll talk to you in the next one. May the force be with you.